Hi, I'm Cassie Parker at Renters Warehouse, and this is your Tuesday tip. I wanted to talk about something that I feel like is coming in our market. There is eventually going to be a little bit of a cool down when it comes to the real estate market. And with my market in particular being highly saturated with military, I do see owners that will need to move who perhaps bought at the top of the market and may have to resort to renting as a means of making it without having to sell their home underwater. So just to touch on a couple of things, I'm going to use my personal property report as an example here. And what I want to address is what I know is going to come. There's going to be owners who may have to bring a little bit of money to the table in order to rent their home, because after all, tenants are not going to want to pay over fair market rent for a house despite how nice it is. So fair market rent is still going to come into play. And if your mortgage exceeds that, you may be bringing money to the table each month in order to rent your home. A lot of people think that is a loss, and I'm here to tell you that it's not. And I'm going to explain a couple of reasons why. First of all, your home is going to continue to appreciate in value year over year. So whereas you might be paying $100 or so a month to keep it as a rental, somebody else is paying down the bulk of your mortgage, the bulk of your interest and principal. So that is going into your equity bank. So at the end of the road, when you do decide to sell your home, you are that much more in the black when it comes to cashing out. So I'll use my home as an example. I bought my house for $245,000 2 years ago. I'm already up to a value on my home of about $295,000, putting me in a really good spot equity-wise. Now, I don't rent my home, but if I did, that would have been somebody else paying down these numbers here that I'm going to point out. So over the past 22 months, I've paid $8,400 in principal and about $12,500 in interest. So combined about $21,000 that, again, if this were a rental, somebody else would have paid off for me. So if I chose to sell this home, I would be sitting pretty whether or not I had to bring a couple $100s a month to the table or not. Now, in addition to the fact that you're already going to have this equity at the end of the road, there's also the tax benefits that come with being a landlord. So those management fees that you pay to a management company, any maintenance that you do to a property, all of these things are tax deductible. That can have your wallet hurting a little bit less at the end of the year when you get those tax returns. Tax write-offs are always definitely necessary for hoping to not have to give money back or maybe breaking even. So there's another way you can win by having to pay even that couple $100s a month to maintain your home as a rental. So I just wanted people to keep these things in mind, that somebody else is paying down the bulk of a loan for you. Now, if you took out a $300,000 loan and somebody else was willing to pay back $290,000 for you, that would be a good deal, right? This is no different. And this actually is going to make you money in the meantime. So like I said, even if you do have to pay a little bit each month to keep it as a rental, your equity bank is piling up and your tax benefits are piling up as well. So just keep all of this in mind the next time you might be faced with the crossroads of selling your home versus renting your home. Property values will always appreciate. And one more thing to keep in mind is even if you are bringing some money to the table to start, those rent values are going to appreciate year over year. So where you might pay $100 this year, maybe next year you break even, and the year after that you could be cash flowing. Again, more money is going towards your end goal, whether that be selling the home or cash flowing on the property. And then let's just say you catch the bug and you think, hey, being a landlord isn't so bad. I'm enjoying this passive income. Once you get to the point where you've got enough equity in your home, you can do a cash out refi and purchase another one and do it all over again. You can always win with real estate. So don't always look at the fact that you have to bring some money to the table as a bad thing. Sometimes you have to pay to play, and sometimes the payoff is fantastic. I'm Cassie, and this has been your Tuesday tip.